How many times I got to let y'all bitches know I'm why so many bitches wanna take my flow? I'm too hot, too dope, flow like that pink Chris and mimosa. Who the fuck doper? Niggas wanna run up in my spot.
Look, Baby Go 2 is reloaded. Got the hottest tape in the streets right now. Yeah. Listen, look, they done broke up the young and now they got me started. Used to post in a vacant apartment, shoot like a rapper but move like an artist. Only see blue when I roll out this coffin. Listen, think it's time that I clear up the rumors about who got the city on offense. I am not shorty, they see I'm maneuver, cause when I be stepping, moving them stompers, I get that motivation to the realest. I'm missing in my bag and not my feelings. I make a couple thousand for my minutes, trippy little step on mommy little minutes. I see him throwing shots but I don't feel it. We don't even know your block the core spin it. Please you going, I already did it. The money you show made it up for citizens. Got up the porch, I fell in love with the court. I cannot play for no lackers. Went on the tour, realized I had to see more. You be coming, we still go backwards. Girl is a cross, she only beat for the score till we catch you in here while I asked him. He's like a boss, X fell in love with my sauce and I heard it until it was rapper. Hold on, that's tough. I just straight out the town, that's us. Told him I got the crown. Now what if the homies ain't feeling your sound? That's much. We're too booked in around, that's much. I lost my dog and I found bad luck. If you play with my name, you a clown. That's us for my team to LA. I am now that up. But I'm not underrated, that's an understatement. I'm the hottest coming off the bleacher. Went from my mother basement to 100 stages. I remember saving up for sneakers. Got me a deal before I got a feature. I was convinced to play me on his speaker. Body like never let nobody reach her. If he gon' save, do it on a Nina. Flow unlocked, way too smart, I don't know no op. Stay to my lane, I know nuts up and they know what I can cause they know my block. I put in paper, these froze up rocks, so I'll go ahead and take it, go show my knock. Mama gon' break her, she know my fuck. I'm just trying to get paid and control my spot. Clack, 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 boom! Hottest in the city, you already know it, Baby Go 2 reloaded. Clap!
YouTube was good. You already know, man. It's your boy LeBron, female rapper lead. I'm sorry for the delay. I literally just got into the crib. Like, I was going to push this shit back again, but I was like, nah, I pushed it back already. I ended up going grocery shopping. And so I was like, damn, I really wanted to just come home and just make something to eat. But it's all right. It's all good. So listen, I hope all of y'all doing well. Come in, thumbs up the video, subscribe to the channel, all of that shit. So I wanted to come and chit chat about this Ice Spice situation with Drake. So, you know, Drake called her out on, well, he subliminally called, he could have been talking to anybody, but she owned it. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to talk about that. Also, Nicki Minaj's 5th album. I feel like it's almost here. Honestly, I honestly feel like the album is almost here. We got Super Freaky Girls bubbling, 1.5, almost 2 million. And I don't know, did Nicki confirm? I feel like she liked some tweets in a way where she said that this was the official first single off of her album. So I'm just saying, like, I feel like this with Super Freaky Girl doing so well, we know that that's going to be on the album. You know that Nicki is not pulling no Cardi and then having a WAP and releasing that shit 10 years later and still trying to live off a moment. You know that that's not what Nicki on. So expect that album coming soon. I predict, I could be wrong though, but I feel like we could be getting that album either this month or next month. It really just depends because, you know, Nicki last time she announced her album was 4 weeks. She don't really need that long. Only thing we need in place is the things in place to work properly, like radio, like they doing now. Shout out to all of the Super Freaky Girl fans. But if you somebody like me who've been following Nicki, there's other singles that deserve that treatment. I'm sorry. Shout out to Super Freaky Girl. I'm happy that it's doing well or whatever. 50 million, over 50 million radio. But we know the real ones know that it's other songs that deserve that shit. You understand what I'm saying? So shout out to that anyway. But anyway, so let's just get into it. I want her to surprise drop it. Honestly, too many odds be against her. Like what? Too many people watching? Too many people want to drop, like, you know what I'm saying, and do shit like that. So what's up, Lady D? What's up, Draco? What's up, Cloud9? Please make sure that you support the channel, super chat. I do appreciate cash apps more, but I do accept super chats as well. I just feel as though if you knew that somebody was taking 40% of the money that you were sending somebody, I don't think you would want that to happen. So cash app if you would like to, you know what I'm saying? So I prefer cash app, but you can super chat. So listen, let's bring this up first because this has kind of been like one of my songs that's been on my in my mood. So let me just share this because I've been playing this pretty much every day. I don't know. I just find myself, I love like the New York City rap and like some of the female rappers from New York City. So let's play this real quick. Let's get into this. Well, listen, she's one of those rappers where I said like she's a New York City rapper. She kind of reminds me of the Ice Spice, the Shawnee Bonnie. Like they all kind of just rap. They kind of rap fast like that, and they just be saying shit, but it ain't really no punchline or anything. But it be some fly shit. Like if you vibing with it, like I like what she's saying, but it ain't really like lyrical. Check that out, Kenzo B, The Facts, Young Devin. They got an official video out right now. I like that shit. Kenzo hit me. She told me it was like a couple rappers was talking. They almost got what? Like, huh? Like what? Walk in the spot and I do what I want. This, that, top two, not two. You talking, but that is not you. You talking what? That is not woo. Yeah, I was born to be great, so I was born to be great. That's why I'm not you. Mm-hmm. Just the part where I talk my talk because I heard you was doing the most. Caught you a person, look at your face, and you seen you a ghost. So yeah, so I felt like Ice Spice, she handled that situation right with Drake coming at her. Like she handled it right. I felt like she took the promotion, the publicity of it all. She's smart because if he spin it around and be like, you know what, I'm gonna do a song with her. Her energy was good. You know what I'm saying? One thing I want to bring up first. So let's go to the radio charts, right? A lot of people is talking about this. So I seen people on Twitter talking about, so shout out to Super Freaky Girl, number 7 overall radio, 60 million. Oh, I was wrong. I said 50 million. 60 million. 270,000 impact yesterday. So Super Freaky Girl doing good of all radio. We talking about all radio. Number 7, Doja number 5. So it's two female rappers in the top 10 of radio right now. Doja Cat number 5 with Vegas and Nicki Minaj number 7. Let's see. What's up, Patricia? I see your Cash App. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Let me send some love back to you. Shout out to all of the people who support the channel. I appreciate your response. I appreciate that. So that's that. David Guetta. Rihanna. This is what they're talking about. Rihanna dropped 16 spots and she lost 22 million in radio. Now, I will say this. As large, that doesn't happen to most songs. They do that for songs where they do try to promote them and try to push them or whatever the case may be, right? But yeah, you know, we've seen that happen to Lizzo too. That means that the first week, and maybe it's a culmination of things, right? Maybe it's the Wakanda Forever people, and you know, the movie who's coming out, or the soundtrack. What was it? The CD? Did the soundtrack come out this week? Something like that. So that came out, and you know, they put a big push behind it, and it's Rihanna. Ooh, 22. Ouch. Ouch, 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 ouch. And you know, yeah. And this is why, like, certain things I go back through and you realize I never see this right here happen to Nicki Minaj. I never see this right here happen to Beyonce, even though I'm happy for her wins, right? I don't know, but you know what? I would have to really go back and look at their chart history for Break My Soul and see how much radio that was getting. This is the week of the release, so it always has the rolling effect. That Saturday, you always see a rolling effect. People typically use a losing audience, but 22 million? Damn, so she was up at 60 million. She had 60 million radio in 1 week. That was a promo punch. That was a promo punch. But you know what? It makes me think of Rihanna when she was Beyonce. It was like around this time when all of that shit would be happening. And Beyonce was like, you know, now that she fired her dad, it was just like, what does she want to do with her career now? You know, do you want to have a record that does good on radio? Do you want to kiss radio's ass and do certain things like that? Right? To me, I think that is a promo push. That's just as equivalent to what Lizzo got. Maybe not as much. I don't think Lizzo got 60 million. I think Lizzo got 20 million with that track with her and Cardi, right? So they dropped the bag on radio for that, for it to still be a song that nobody remembers. Shit, I don't really like Lift Me Up, but I catch myself singing it every day. I do. I catch myself singing it. Maybe it's because she's been gone for so long. Yeah. Look at Cuff It is doing this thing. Cuff It is at number 24. Look at the irony though. 22. You dropped 22 spots just to be on top of Beyonce. And you know tomorrow, if she lost 22 million, she's at 40. You know, if you lost 22 million one day, you're gonna lose at least another 5. Maybe she could be. Maybe they'd be back to back. But see why I was telling the Beyonce fans, y'all don't have no reason to be mad. Let Shorty come out and get her promotion or whatever. I will tell you this. I don't think this has ever been Beyonce's style, though. I don't think she's ever done that, and I don't think she likes that. So yeah, and this used to be one of the things in the conversation we used to conversations we had back in the day too. But it's all surfacing now. I feel like, even back then, I still never had a hate for Rihanna. A lot of her fans didn't like me because back then, because shit, I would state the facts. Like, let's like, you know what I'm saying? They were so brutal, I'm telling you. But the thing about Rihanna Navy though, they like, okay, even though I felt like Rihanna was not as vocally challenged as Beyonce, I still felt like she was good. But I knew that there was differences, and I could like even like I was friends with like all of these people. Like I was, people like from different message boards and shit. And this one person, right, that I've been knowing for years. I remember we went to the Mrs. Carter World Tour together, and she told me, she said, "I'm not even going to lie to you." She was like, "I thank you," because she was like, "I never liked Beyonce." She was just like, "I was so big on Rihanna," or whatever the case may be. She was like, "I ain't gonna lie." She was like, "I think I was big on Rihanna because I was Caribbean," but she was like, after just you telling me about Beyonce and then going to this concert, she was just like, I had to go back and listen to everything, and she's just hooked now. Every times where she be going to events, like she went to that whole On the Run shit, she didn't even tell me about. I was like, oh shit, look at you living your life. She didn't even tell me, but she makes it a point to do it every time Beyonce drops something. She's a real talent. So I used to say pop gimmick with a vocal limit about Rihanna, because we would notice when she performed live, Rihanna, sometimes she may sing live, but it ain't like no Beyonce. Come on. So anytime fans want to argue, my argument, if you could tell from my channel, which I always go back, Rihanna's not on the level of Cardi, but she's talented, but I feel like Beyonce's voice is superior. So we could talk about that. We could talk about live stage show performances. And I remember she told me, she was like, I remember watching Rihanna on, like, how Beyonce has her tour dates online, and you can go on YouTube and like say Beyonce was in Boston last night. You could YouTube Beyonce Boston Renaissance, whatever. You're gonna see all of it, right? So I'm one of those people. I will watch every show. I'm one of those people, and some people don't like doing that because they feel like it spoils it. Nope. And then I still go to the concert. I'm telling you, I'm just one of those fans. I like that because you know why? Every night I feel like Beyonce does something different. She was like, Rihanna, when she come out on tour, I feel like she does the same thing every night. It's like you can tell what she's gonna do when she walk down and she do that. She was like, it's just so cookie cutter. But Beyonce, she's, she might pop out the stage, she might walk from behind the stage, but it's still gonna be that same type of force. You understand what I'm saying? I feel like this is dope too. I don't know if you noticed it, but didn't Nicki come out on stage and she kind of didn't say anything? And I felt like she wanted that too. She wanted the crowd to like big her up. What did she do that for? Like a specific song? Or did she come out on stage like that? Yeah, she came out on stage like that till We Go Up, right? If I could remember from Powerhouse, New York City. She came out. Didn't she come out? She was not spitting the lyrics. She just walked straight out. Yeah. That's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That's bullshit. So Rihanna can actually hold a note, but Beyonce can actually sing. Right. That's exactly how I feel. So yeah, but that was my argument back then, because Rihanna fans would be like, oh, we got all these number ones. Yeah, you might have sold a lot of singles, but Beyonce is definitely an album seller. But you know what? When Rihanna was doing all of that pop shit, though, it was doing good overseas. Her album was doing well worldwide because they's eating that shit up around the world. So they love that era, that Good Girl Gone Bad and all of that era. So yeah. All right. So I wonder what's the predictions is I wonder if not Love on Top, if the other song is going to go back into the top. If Break My Soul is going to go back into the Billboard. Blue and Nicki Minaj, Love the Way. So that got 6 million radio, got over 120,000 impressions yesterday. So that's moving a little slow, but Super Freaky Girl is definitely up. So shout out to all of the people who support Super Freaky Girl. Keep streaming it, buy it when you can or whatever. What's up, Ashley? You said that's fine. It's like they don't have any what's the word, rhythm in their voice, very monotonous. Yeah, like when Rihanna came out with her new song Lift Me Up, I appreciate her voice. I heard the maturity instantly, and I felt like her voice was really good. And the song, it made me think about, and I know everything doesn't have anything to do with another thing, but it just makes me wonder, like, Rihanna drops this vocal song, singing slow piano, whatever they're playing, whatever instrumentation they're using, right? And 60 million in radio. When Beyonce be singing her soul out, it's going to be a B-side on the album. It's going to be a B-side. No, they want to pop your ass and put your hands up. And all my ladies get information. She got to come and do some telling you. It has to be. Even look at Break My Soul. That was even kind of like risque to people, but to me, it wasn't risque. That beat and everything reminded me of being in fourth grade when I would listen to certain songs. Like, I don't know, it was kind of like on the same vibe as the everybody move your body, let's do it. Here is something that's gonna make it move and groove. Hey DJ, keep playing that song. That's that vibe. So I come from that era. That's the feel good era, I feel. So that's what Break My Soul made me feel. And even when she was doing like certain, even the way that it sounded, and like even with, I'm telling you, Beyonce thinks she's slick psychologically, right? She knows that all of the people love Cuff It, but she put so many elements in that song that reminds me of listening to music with my mother. I'm telling you, like, she's very smart with what she's doing. It's not just singing, it's the whole shit. And yeah, I fuck with it. So, Zane, yeah, I love Zane. And then what about didn't Zane have that song? Sending my love to you. What? Praying that you are home. Sealing it with the sending. That was my shit. I love that song. Yo, that was the best. I feel like people, that was back in the days when men loved R&B music. Like, shit was real back then. That motherfucking, yo, I could never forget this shit. I remember we all had to come to class. We had this one teacher. Now you think about it, I don't know. I think she was just trying to relate to the class, but she made us all do these essays one year, and you had to do it centered around like a song, right? Because she know that it was the hip hop era. Everybody loved hip hop, so we wanted everybody did a song. So this one girl, she did this song, right? And she did Mary J. Blige and Method Man, You're All That I Need, right? When I tell you, yo, she was, then the teacher, she was on some fuck shit. I hated this shit, right? Every time if you wrote your essay or whatever, she would break it up in 2 to 3 days. Oh, everybody came in front of the classroom and you had to read it out loud. And she'd take time with people and make sure that she would edit and go over and correct or whatever. Like, she would do that, of course, in the coming weeks, but you had to come in front of the classroom and read it. So, yo, this girl came in front of the classroom and she started doing the Method Man, Mary J. Blige, All That I Need. And so by the time she got done with Method Man's verse, was this 10th? Was it 10th or 11th grade? It might have been 9th grade. I can't remember exactly. But she was crying by the end of the verse because she's talking about, it made her think about her boyfriend. I'm thinking to myself, you're way too young to be going. Yo, I don't know. I ain't trying to say nothing. My mom gave me a lot of freedom, but when I was a little kid, if I could tell you to say something to your little kids, be a little kid. When you young, people want to say that young kids is selfish and they all about themselves. That's when you should be about yourself. My mother let me be about myself. She let me go to school, made sure that I passed my classes. If I wanted to go to New York City, she would say, you know what? I don't have a good feeling about it, but she wouldn't tell me not to go. I wasn't controlled. Like, you understand what I'm saying? She would just say, I don't know. Like, I'd be like, can you bring me to the bus stop? Because I'm about to go shopping. I want to go to New York. I don't know. I just don't go. I don't know. I don't got a good feeling about it. Like, come on, just bring me to the Greyhound. So, yep, bringing me straight to the Greyhound, never held back, And I'm not saying that you should have that type of, every child is different. I feel like, don't take that as a blueprint of raising every child, because every child needs a different type of program. I felt like we was pushed. I was running a store when I was in 6th, 7th grade, like 5th, 6th, 7th grade. Like, my mentality was just different. So my mind frame is, when I go anywhere, is to always come back in one piece, always. So that goes into everything. I don't think people think about that enough when they go out places, when they go out with their friends, making these hasty decisions and try and pop on people and violate. They not thinking about their family. They not thinking about their freedom. They not thinking about their life. Like, nah, no. So that was absolutely, I love the 70s and 80s and early 90s music. They can have this new shit. Some of the new music is okay. It's kind of corny, because I remember when I was younger, my mom would just be like, gosh, all you gotta do is just sample our records over and over. In the 90s, my mom would say that. So I was like, now I hear people doing that shit too. It's like, I heard Coi Leray, she's sampling Mace Hold Me Down, or is that Diddy Hold Me Down? So it sounded like it was an okay song. I'll see what that sounds like when she drops it. But yeah, everybody is doing the old samples. But if it's good, I fuck with it. If it's not, it's not. Just like when Megan Thee Stallion, when she did with SZA, when she did Freak using the Gina Howard beat, she fucked that up, but she ain't released that as a single. Why you drop that movie shit with Lil Durk? That shit was whack, Megan. And the thing is, you was just riding Lil Durk wave because he was hot in the streets. That's why you want to be like, oh, Megan got a song with Durk. You should have dropped with fucking Pop. SZA is good for the radio. That would have been on the dope fucking radio stations. I don't know if they would have played the rap, but yeah, that was a good look. You fumbled the bag fucking with Freak. Yeah. So, let me see. So let's bring this up next. This Ice Spice shit with Drake. I felt like she handled it well. I felt like on some real shit because if you see, like, I'm pretty sure you've seen the war that's going on Twitter with people talking all types of shit about Drake. People really mad. This one girl, she was going in to the point she was like, "You got a white mama?" Like, I had to think about it. And I was like, well, I did say some shit about Sweetie, but shit, she even looked a little racially ambiguous. So I didn't understand I don't understand it. Like, I be lost sometimes with these people's comments. So Drake's vile misogynistic attack on Megan Thee Stallion. Oh, no. Why am I sharing this? I'm sharing the wrong screen. My bad. I'm supposed to be on the Ice Spice shit. Give me a second. I think it was an article that had both of them in it. All right. So what's up, Kim? I see the Cash App. What's up, Terry? I see the Cash App. Thank you. I'm about to respond to you now. I appreciate the love. Let me send some love back. Kimberly. All right. So Ice Spice seemingly responds to Drake lyrics she attend trying to rap. It's good on mute going viral. But listen, tell the truth. Did he lie? Did he lie about the gal new song Bikini Bottom? Come on, listen, I'm come and tell the truth. Them gal, I'm bragging, I'm story, talk about yeah. Listen, shout out to Ice Spice. Do your thing, climb, do your thing. That's what new artists supposed to do, especially if you writing your shit. But sweetheart, you know that we looking at the optics. You know a nigga like me looking at the optics. Don't be on your shit bragging about that you got 3 million views on a song that's uploaded to World Star Hip Hop's page, a page that has been built for over years. I'm not saying that there's nothing wrong. You know that there's been many artists I think Nicki Minaj even got videos that was uploaded to World Star. But people do that because it's a promotional push. She did that early on in her career. Nicki Minaj is not posting Super Freaky Girl to World Star Hip Hop. It's not promo like that. Do you remember World Star Hip Hop, they get a bag. You understand what I'm saying? So your video is not even on Ice Spice YouTube channel. You understand what I'm saying? So that was a good one. Shout out to that. You know what I'm saying? Of course, that's promotion. That's marketing. You want to get that shit in front of as much people as possible. I think Fresha had a song with Cardi B that, like, when she was on the come up or something, that I don't even think a lot of people even heard that song. But I seen a video on that years ago because it was a World Star Hip Hop exclusive back when I used to view that site. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I'll be feeling like people, listen, if that was the case, shit, somebody else could drop a song tomorrow and they up a World Star Hip Hop. Of course, if they post it on the front page, they get a certain amount of traffic on the page. I mean, 2 + 2 is 4. Come on. Let's stop acting like, you know what I'm saying? Like, stop. And you know what? I hope that I never lose that. And this is why I say thinking and critical thinking is very important. And say as much as you can, because when you get older, you don't know what you'll get. You don't know if you get dementia, Alzheimer's, whatever, right? But this is why, and it pains me that sometimes I have to decipher this shit like that, because I don't feel like people look at that like, yeah, be proud of that 3 million, sweetheart, but that was not your platform. That platform has been built up since I was fucking younger, in my fucking young 20s, working at this fucking, come on, like, stop it. When did World Star Hip Hop come? Like, let's stop this shit. Them 3 million is not all yours. People didn't just be like, Ice Spice new video, 3 million 1 week. But shout out to you, though. You want to come up, but let's keep that shit real. Let's keep it real. So Ice Spice seemingly responds to Drake lyrics she attend trying to rap is good on mute going viral. So I actually think Drake probably like Ice Spice. She looked like his type. And if she's smart, she'll know how to rock that shit and get into the position where she maybe I ain't trying to like prostitute her or anything like that, but shit, maybe she might be attracted to Drake. I think she might like Drake. Fuck, you think Ice Spice would not fuck with Drake? Come on, she probably could have fucked with him already. I think. I think. So Ice Spice has seemingly offered a response to Drake's apparent diss directed at her on the her lost track Back Outside Boys. On the track, which already got a response from Drum, the 36-year-old Drizzy rap. She attend trying to rap is good on mute. Yeah, many fans has assumed that this line is a reference to Ice Spice, who went viral early this year with her single Munch Feeling You. Oh, I wish I would have shared that too. You know, I wish that they would give radio play to everybody, because I don't understand how Young Devin got a song with Fabio Foreign that's about to go 1 million streams on fucking Spotify. I just don't get it how she got a song and there's no radio play. Like, so Munch, right? They swear, and I'm not trying to kill nobody buzz or anything like that, but the way that people saying like the acclaim or whatever that they're saying that people get, maybe if she goes to top 40 and it get radio play, maybe that'll be different. But as of right now, that song been out for a minute. I mean, it got 8 million on radio. So to me, that's okay, but it's not really impressive. Like, if you a new artist on the grind, like Nicki was getting way more radio play than that. Like, so to me, that's giving fatigue. That's giving fatigue. Like, that's not jumping high enough. I don't know. It's not. Typically, a new artist, if that song was as hot as people trying to make it be, that song would not be sitting at 8 million on radio right now. That's close to Blue. And so, yeah, if you see what I'm saying. So that's why I think she came out with this new song, Bikini, because that song may be showing some sort of fatigue. And you might not be able to see it because you think people's jacking it and singing it and doing Halloween costumes to it. But I don't feel like that song, I feel like it's going to serve its little mark and it's going to go with it. And it's just like I say, when it comes to any rapper or person putting hits out, what's next? And I feel like that's what she's trying to do with the Bikini song, but it just don't sound like it doesn't sound like anything that she has not done already. Like, with her being a new artist, you know, when you go on YouTube, you click on an artist like Ice Spice, they play all of the songs from her. I got YouTube Premium, so maybe that's why they do it. When I click on her page, they play all of the songs. And when I heard this Bikini song, it sounded like something I've already heard from her, you know? Very pretty. Wish success upon anybody. Maybe she will get with the right team who will make, you know, get a a dope sound for her that's outside of that, like, because that shit is gonna get tiring. It's gonna end up being like Megan Thee Stallion. Or maybe she could link with Drake. Maybe Drake is really attracted to her. He giving her that attention. She might be his type and he just want to take her out the game. Like, baby, you bad as hell. Like, you don't even got to rap. Like, just leave that alone. So I could see Ice Spice fucking with Drake. I don't know if Drake is in a relationship right now. I don't know, but yo, I went grocery shopping, right? And what made me realize this, you know, shit. With inflation and prices going up, shit, I went to go get boar's head turkey. That shit is $12 a pound. Boar's head maple turkey, $12 a pound. So listen, I'm so happy. I want to tell you this also right now in the moment. When you want to do anything, it's going to take determination. It's going to take discipline. So I was telling people yesterday, you might think it's funny, but to me, it's not. But I was like, yo, I haven't had Chick-fil-A in 8 days. For me, I want to go there every day. I don't care if it's just getting something to drink or something. I was just so addicted to that damn Arnold Palmer lemonade. I was just addicted to that shit. So I said, you know what? I don't even really be cooking like that no more. I need to get back into, because I felt like that's when I was eating better foods and shit like that. And also, I want to say this, like, for the past week since I've been going back to the store and like buying my vegetables and like getting my salads and like getting shit like that, it's been making me crave those types of foods, and it don't make me want that outside food, right? So I just feel like you really gotta just pull back. Like, I went to the store today just now. Like, what did I get from the store? I got some apples. I got some bananas. They had some Honeycrisp apples. Honeycrisp apples are my favorite. You already know that. So I got apples. I got bananas. I got turkey. I got 50-50 blend. You know, I get that. You know how you get some people like that salad in the bags. I don't like salad in the bags. I like the salad in a container. So I always get that 50-50 mix. That shit is like $5 or whatever. So I get the 50-50 mix. What type of dressing do you prefer? I'm trying to think, what type of dressing do I use? What's the brand of that dressing? I feel like it's the best brand. That's why I get it. I think it's Ken Steakhouse. I like the Italian aged Romano. I don't use a lot of dressing. I don't believe in that diet dressing shit at all. Because if you're gonna eat some, eat it straight up. Fuck all that diet shit. Stop doing that shit. When I eat my vegetables, I do put butter in it, and I do like, yeah, you gotta like, yeah. If you want to eat healthy, you can still make your food taste like something. Cut back on the sodium and all of that. But yeah, I went to the store and it's like now I've been doing this for just 7 days. They say anything you do for 21 days or more is a habit. But I already feel myself like I don't crave Chick-fil-A. What I do crave is that chicken and steak from Chipotle. I be wanting to go there. And maybe I will just go there and just get chicken and a cup. But that's just like, that shit ain't, yo. Before, talk about inflation. This makes you not even want to do it no more. When you used to go to Chipotle and got a cup of chicken, just a side of chicken, that's what I was doing, especially when I was on my keto shit. A side of chicken used to be like $2.50. They want $4 for a side of chicken now. $4? Come on. $4? Shit. Did you try the avocado lime ranch from Chick-fil-A? I like it, but it's really fattening. Look at the, I would implore you, anything that you eat, make sure that you look at the back of it. I do like, and I don't know, I've been like that for a while. I can't lie. If you're not like that, understand what I'm saying. Before you eat anything, look at the back of it. And that's one thing that I can enjoy from there, but that's why I don't get that salad a lot. And when I do get it, even if you get the ranch, it's loaded with just all types of shit. So I ain't gonna sit up here and hate on Chick-fil-A because I knew that I would go there all the time, but shit. And then I had just started loving the macaroni and cheese. Oh my God. So I just needed to pull away from that. Shit, 90 days to my birthday. 90 days to my, I got like just about, what is it, November 5th? Yeah, 90 days. Yeah, we going back into we getting back into our bag. Like we got to go back. We just got to go back. You know what I'm saying? So Greek yogurt and ranch mix is good too. I like yogurt, but I don't like yogurts that are filled with sugars. You know, you might think that this is funny what I'm saying. And then when I tell you this and you go to the store, you might be like, okay, what are my options then? Because yeah, your options is to go for the ones that really don't have a lot of sugar in it. My aunt told me this. She said, if you are eating anything within a serving and it has more, now, you know, you treat yourself sometime, right? But I told her this one yogurt that I was looking at, I said it had like, you know, when you look at yogurt, it has like 27 grams of sugar. She said, you're killing yourself. She said, if you eat anything that has over, she said, over 10 to 12 grams every day, you only should have a certain amount of sugar anyway. Like if you really just watching that shit. And I'm glad that I stopped eating that Chick-fil-A shit because that damn macaroni and cheese was making my stomach feel like bloated. And I don't ever feel like that like in my stomach, but that shit just made me feel like, and now I feel better. You know, I'm taking my magnesium supplements and my vitamin D again. So I'm just feeling better. And I feel like I want the foods that I used to eat, like my sauteed mixed vegetables, and I would put like a little bit of like the chicken bouillon seasoning I got in it. Like, yeah, I love vegetables. They just got to be cooked right. My mom always made vegetables hooked up. And shit was always hooked. I don't give a fuck if we was eating peas and carrots. It might have had a little butter in it, maybe some seasoning. You'd be like, you know what? I promise you might laugh at me, but say my mom wasn't home, I was the type of kid, I would go into the kitchen and I would make a pot of fucking corn. I would go look right in those cabinets like, oh, we got mad canned vegetables. You know, that was before people was really doing steamed stuff like that. But we would have all types of vegetables. I'd be like, I'm putting that shit to use. I would open up a can of corn or open up a can of corn and mix it with whatever, right? Put some butter in it, cook that shit, let it get really hot. Cause I like my shit really, 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 yeah. That should be good as hell. You got to know how to improvise, analyze. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Drika, I just got one today. You know the one I got today? Better than bouillon. I got the garlic one today. I never know. Yeah, I did get the garlic one before. But yeah, I want to do that on my garlic vegetables. I want to see how that tastes. Yo, I paid, so I got a pound of boar's head turkey. I literally watched them, got it cut on a one. I got 12 slices of turkey for $12. 12 slices? Come on. That's fucking crazy. So that's why I'm telling you, boar's head used to be like $10 a pound. That shit went up. That shit is crazy. So you know what? People putting their prices up, I got to throw mine up too. So that's why I increased my prices. Like shit. Blame it on it's inflation. But you know what? If it goes up in one place, shit. I used to remember when I used to go shopping, I used to pay like $7, $8 for one item. That item is now $14. So what you think? I'm still gonna sell my item for? Nah, we gotta go up, baby. Hard times, baby. So all right, let's continue with this Ice Spice shit. So that in a tweet shared on Friday, Spice 22 appeared to echo the statement. Wait, no, I'm sorry. Spice 22 appeared to echo the sentiment that the line was about her, and she said, "At least I'm a 10," and laughed. She knows she won't give Drake that P word. She knows she do. I think she would. You think she would? You think Ice Spice would fuck with Drake? I think she would. She think that shit is funny. She's saying at least she a 10. So Spice actually met Drake earlier this year. Let's see. So Spice actually met with Drake earlier this year after he DM'd her to compliment Munch, and she told Rap Caviar that she had a positive experience linking up with him. See what I'm saying? That nigga, yo, they linked up already. Come on, you had to be a fool if you think Drake. Let me tell you something about Drake. I don't know his personal business. I don't know if he in a relationship, but I feel like Drake hit that. Come on, and she laughing. Come on, you think she would be encumbered by this shit? She cute, but keep it on. She should be on mute. She a 10, but she should be on mute. You know that she's a girl from the Bronx. You know Drake is a nigga who is stacked up and got that cake, and he do numbers each and every time something come out. You would have to be a fool to think that when she talking about he jumped in her DMs, and you don't think that he seen Munch video. They dropped that shit together. You know he seen you. You know he seen you shaking and bending over and all that. You know he seen you. What y'all link up for? Y'all got a song coming out or what? Or he just brought you out to dinner and treated you? You know, Ice Spice, you not slick. And now Ice thinks she's slick. I think she boned Drake. That's why I think personally, that's my opinion. I think she boned Drake. And I think that's why she's so... That's why look what she said. At least I'm a 10. Fuck out of here. That's why she giddy. So Spice actually with Drake earlier this year. Let's read this again so we can fully just experience it and understand what business was she, with her being a new artist out of the Bronx, what business? Unless he's signing her to OVO, what business? Unless he's doing a collaboration with her on her album, or what business? He knows his power. He know that she could be a fan too. Attracted to. I haven't even been through her whole page. She might even have some shit where she was showing Drake love. And you know what? Let me say this, right? Let's keep it real. You would be surprised and you would be shocked. A lot of people, even in this video, a lot of people who you would be shocked to see their inboxes and what they be saying to celebrities and shit like that. She said Drake inboxed her, but what you say to him, I'm pretty sure that wasn't the only part of that conversation. I don't think, at least in my opinion, I don't think that was the only part. What you say first? He probably said, "Oh, this is easy," and she messaged me already too. She be sure they ready be liking my shit. Then they said he unfollowed her. I don't know. Hopefully she got what it was, if it was worth it to her, so they linked up after he DM'd her. She had a positive experience linking up with him. He's mad nice and respectful. We went to OVO Fest. It was exciting because I was like his first time performing in Toronto. I think in like a couple of years, she said. So it was just a movie. Everybody was excited. The energy was high. Nicki Minaj performed. It was lit. Lil Wayne. Oh, so she was there when they did that Young Money reunion. Okay. All right. So just last month, however, it was noticed that Drizzy unfollowed her on Instagram for some reason. He did unfollow, she admitted recently. I don't know why though. She ain't gonna share that, nigga. She got that. Come on, she got $1 million going deep down into that gut. Come on, you think she gonna mess that up? She gonna spend it on him again if he even try to come back? Like, come on. Drake be seeing all of that shaking ass and bending it over, putting her hand in between the V box. He see all of that. She know what she promoting when she do that. It's mad rappers in her DM. That's not impressive to me, honestly. So I don't know why though. She said It was all love between them, but clearly Drake didn't feel the same way. And she gonna let Champagne Poppy do what he wants to, and whenever he's ready to follow her back. And just because and let me tell you this, right? Let me teach you something about people. People are slick. Just because they ain't following don't mean they ain't DMing, PMing. Yeah. But Spice knows she's skinned out. She got shot with. But Drake, a Scorpio male, they needy and crazy obsessed. But could you imagine? Let me tell you this, right? Maybe Drake is a high level functioning Scorpio. He's rich, so he don't need a. You know what I'm saying? He's rich, so I don't feel like Drake would be possessive. I feel like he knows his power. Shorty is popping right now. She had a song out. She put the song in the video at the same time, so you know he's seen that ass. You know he's seen that ass. He's seen her bending it over, putting the hand in between, and do that thing. Go to my fucking jean. You know he's seen all of that shit. He flew Ice Baby out. You know what I'm saying? He flew Ice out. So that's just that. What's up, Sean Davy Way? Shout out to you. Sean Davy Way is one of the original people that started around the time when I started. Like, I just remember you popped up around the time when we was just all just hitting the streets hard. So every time I see you pop up, I'm subscribed to your channel. I see every time you go live. So if I'm at work, you know, I can't really tap in, but I always try to show some type of love because I always recognize those people like you. So shout out to Sean Davy Way. Support his channel. Make sure that you subscribe. I know mad people over here is already subscribed to you, and they probably already know who you are. So shout out to you. So you are right, LeBron. He could use his power over the signs of Scorpio. Exactly. Just because Scorpios, you think that they all obsessive or whatever. He still probably could be like that for something that's worth it. But I'm talking about, this is Drake. This is a man who's toured worldwide. He probably seen so many Ice Spices. You know, he probably seen so many beautiful women like her. She had that, come on, ass too fat can't keep it a bean. He seen her bend that shit over and put her hands between. He said, oh, I got to bring that to Toronto. Do it pronto. So you already know what he got. Ice baby. Yeah. Drake and Ice. So, you know. All right. So she don't know why it was all love. Yeah, I bet it was all love, baby. I know it was all love. In those jeans really fit like I like it. Is there any more room for me? All right, so Spice's response marks the 5th high-profile figure to address some of her messier lyrics on her loss after Megan Thee Stallion, the artist formerly known as Kanye, Drum, and Serena Williams' husband's Alexis Ohanian. Yeah, so that's it. Hold on a second. I want to see if I can find something else. In those jeans, really like I like it. Hell yeah, he seen her bent over. You seen her bend that shit over with her friends? No, this is one thing I want to say too. Let me go to Ice Spice page before I get too far away from this. You know how I said this about Cardi B, and you probably just thought that I was just talking shit and like, oh, he's a hater. He just saying anything to say it. No, when I see Ice Spice, I see her with these girls all the time, right? And she has black friends and she has pretty Latina friends. And I don't ever see Cardi with any pretty Latina girls. All I see her is with black people, black guys that, you know, she likes. And I don't see her like, because I'm trying to tell you, she wasn't that growing up. You know how, you know, in our community, when you come from the hood, there's an array of different backgrounds, nationalities, all of that, right? But what's prominent is black and Hispanic, right? And you always see it. You know the difference. You know, you see like the Hispanic girls, the ones who's bad, like, you know. And I feel like when I see Ice Spice, like, she has an array of friends, and it kind of makes sense. She's from the hood. But when I see Cardi, it's like all she got is these little, I ain't gonna say what she called people, but yeah, it's like that's all she got. So it's like, damn, do you only fuck with them because you can't fuck with the popping ones? Like, where are the Angies with the you know? Because when I grew up in my hood, we had an Angie, and she was bad as hell, and all of the niggas wanted to fuck with her, but she only fucked with Spanish niggas. I was just like her, like Spanish too. She only fucked with her type, pretty much. And you know what? In hindsight, I respect respected her because you gotta have some sort of order. And you know what? When I think about it, she grew up with her mother and father was together. So when you see certain things, you just kind of like go that way. But I don't know. That made me realize like every especially where Cardi from. Right. You know they got some bad ones around the parts. Hennessy is bad though, especially with the money, she's bad. So I wanted to bring this up. Let me go to Ice Spice page real quick. Oh, Instagram look different on here. How the hell do I search? Let me go to Ice Spice. She got a light energy, so I could say I could respect it, but let me bring this up now. In those jeans, really, like I like it. For me. Oh, that's the video. I can't play that. Yeah, but you see her with Pretty, even if they chunky Latina chicks, Pretty. I don't ever see Cardi around. All I see her, and this is why I said, y'all might think that I be hating, but that's why I be like, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like it's corny. I feel like if people are saying they sanction, few minutes, Cardi gonna come out with a song, she gonna say she sanctioned, she gonna say she on HOTS. We've been saying on HOTS. We use it in a different way though, upstate. And that was years ago, like years. So it's just funny to hear people re-say shit, but I just feel like she's kind of corny like that. And it's like, where are you? I don't care what you say. You might think that I'm judgmental. No, I call myself I survey. This is life. What are you doing? Walking around with your eyes wide shut? I've met people, even black people. I think it's something weird if you're black and you only have Latino friends. I've seen people who was like that too. But you know what? Once I got to know them, they told me that they had bad experiences with certain people. And Houston is huge. And they have there's a lot of Mexican people here. So a lot of black people and Mexicans are friends. But for example, I knew a person, they had pretty much all of their friends were Hispanic. But then when I got to know them, I felt like, damn, this is kind of off, right? You might have just been around them and not even observed it. You just would have just been going with the flow. I am a go with the flow, but I am also observant. You'll be a fool. Shit, remember they used to tell you to do journals every day when you came to school? Like in our damn English class when we was little kids, I hated that shit. I said, why do we got to do a journal every day? The fuck? Yeah, but you just observe. And I'm like, oh, this person doesn't have a lot of black friends and you're black. So, yeah, and I don't know. I never seen Cardi just with that badass Latina girl. She from the Bronx. Them baddies is all in that city. I don't see her with no Latina male friends. Like, where are the niggas at? Like, where are they at? Everybody around you is black. It's just weird to me. I don't know. So, Ice Spice page. I wanted to. Oh, yeah, this is the photo she had with her friends. You could see the array. And I think these girls was also in her video. That's what I like to see. See, when you're from the Bronx, you can't help that. And you know what? A lot of the when you grow up in New York City, you have different flavors of friends and people and shit like that, right? Was these her friends that was also in the video? But I know that she had a video and she had like girls in the video as well, like in her Munch video. But let's see what she posted. Happy 1 year to No Clarity. I think I heard that song recently on YouTube when they played that other shit. 3 million in a week. Thank you. See, on World Star Hip Hop page. This is what I'm telling you is open up your eyes. It's good for anybody to do good, right? But stop flexing on a person where you just flexing on some other shit. Like you did 3 million views. That's cool, but that's on World Star Hip Hop page. That's on some shit where it's like, I understand with Nicki when it comes to that whole shit with Cardi, right? When Nicki had dropped them jewels, and I felt like that conversation went away, and I feel like it's honestly bigger. Cardi B was promoting her videos under Nicki Minaj's name, doing it in her ads and shit. That's fucked up. how you promoting somebody, how you promoting your music under somebody's shit that you said is an op to you? That means you need this girl. You pulled up, and you know what is fucked up? Damn, it's like Cardi fucks it up, and then it just be an artist who I feel like I'm repping for, and it's like I rep like Young Devin. I was like, damn, I want more for this girl, but she do everything organic. She putting her name, you can see people's tags what they use. Cardi is using Nicki tags promoting her music. It's like that's fucked up. You really don't even have your own. Like, stop it. And to me, shout out to Ice Spice for getting 3 mil on World Star Hip Hop Sweetheart, but that's not your platform, and that's all of their subscribers. So people are going to get in tune to it, and I feel like it still adds. But come on, come on. I remember those times I was mad. Tay in her comments, Nicki must like her. You think that has something to do with it? I'm happy. You know what? I'm happy that Nicki has a new hairstylist too that she works with. And I know people is trying to be messy and shit, but I feel like that's good. A lot of times with women, y'all don't realize, like, I feel like women and men are wired completely different. But when it comes to us, we handle business a certain type of way. I like variety. I like different people to do different things. I like to make, I like to have options, right? Well, women, y'all get so caught up one time. You might find a nigga and say he make beats, and then he trying to just drill you with all of these beats all the time, and he trying to fuck with you. So you fucked up in the head emotionally too. You're like, you know what? I'm gonna just let him do the EP, and then you missing out on everything else. Why? Because you got so locked in emotionally. No, you can't. Let me tell you this, right? I'm gonna say this honestly, and this lets me tell where people like respect boundaries, right? You would think as much as I like Nicki and Young Devin, right? They both follow me, but it'd be times where it's just be like, I'll be like, oh shit, I'll comment on something and I'll send it to like Nicki, or I'll send it something to Young Devin. They don't respond back all the time, and I respect that as a fan, because you can't expect things from people. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't own people, and you don't know what it's like to even be in a position like that. I feel like there's times where Nicki, or for any celebrity, Nicki, Young Devin, they could be going hard, they could be promoting their music or whatever the case may be, and I feel like they have certain times where they could just fall back, and they'd be like, okay, I'm not on that fan shit right now. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I feel like Nicki be pulling back sometimes with social media. She'll just pull back. Like, you seen after she did Powerhouse, she was like, okay, it's Papa Bear time. I guarantee you that's what she's doing right now. She's doing music, and she's just on mommy mode. She got these concerts out the way. She missed the iHeart Music Festival, but yeah, and I feel like it's album time. I feel like the album is coming. The album, I could be wrong. We might be going into 2023, but I feel like, I don't know. I hate first quarter drops, especially between January and February. I don't like musical drops those months. I don't know why. I feel like January and February, even though February, but I don't know. She don't fuck with Tay. Me too. What's up, Zay? I seen your 21 day challenge. That actually was the reason, one of my reasons why I was like, yo, let me start doing my thing. Damn, I forgot to get one thing from the store, but it's okay. It's all good. True, exactly. Chiapicino. So yeah, I'm happy that Nicki has another hairstylist, because you got to be able to switch it up. You're not supposed to have one person for everything. A lot of times people be getting confused. No, this is like, I be feeling bad sometimes even when I be getting my weed, and it's just like, I'll hit the nigga up, be like, yo, bro, where you at? I'm trying to pull up, whatever. I'll give it a few minutes. He don't hit me back. That nigga hit me back two hours later, like, oh damn, bro, whatever. Nigga, I already know you got to move around. You don't supposed to be like that. So I'm happy she got another stylist. It looks like he did a really good job on her hair at the Powerhouse New York in the Philly. So hopefully that's another relationship that she builds. And of course, I feel like Tay, he's maybe doing different things. You see, he's doing that show and different things now. So he's trying to also probably build himself, that, with the attention that he's amassed from even being connected to Nicki and being connected to so many different celebrities. I feel like he's rocking his lane right. And of course, Nicki wants him to grow. So yeah. I think she's trying out other stylists because Tay on that show. Yeah, she has to. You got to find a way. You have to. Shout out to Salida. I see the Cash App. Shout out to you. Hold on. Shout out to all of y'all. Please make sure that you thumbs up the video. Please make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you're still here right now as well. Hold on. Selena, thank you. All right. Yo, let me bring this video up from my friend real quick. So we offer that Ice Spice shit. She took the jab that Drake threw. She took it light. So I don't know. Let me know what you feel like in the comments. I ain't trying to say that everybody, of course, had to get people are fucking and shit like that. But he flew you out. He slid in your DMs when Munch came out. Okay, yeah. I wonder what made him. I wonder if you seen the Munch video, right? What do you think in that video made Drake reach out? I don't know. Like you imagine, and you let me know what you think made Drake reach out. So hold on, let me bring this up real quick. It's just... Yo, I love how Shorty be going there. Hold on a second. Hold on. All right. So I was watching my friend's show this morning, right? So she was saying, like, it was a person in the comments. They were saying that, being that the baby's mother is married, the father was like abusing their child or something, but it didn't seem like they was trying to do nothing about it. So just check this out. She funny as hell. She be going in. Hold on. Let's just check this out. So this is Tanya TKO. Make sure you support and check her channel out. But I just thought this was funny. When I see something funny, I'll be wanting to share it with y'all. So, hold on.
Oh no, you got kids. You used goods. You a used up car. You an automobile with 200,000 miles on it. But when it comes to him, he's embroiled in this drama, embroiled in this custody battle. And you sitting up there letting yourself get stressed the hell out, coming onto the internet, singing his song. Well, we've already shown that there's holes in this story. There's holes in his story. And you just want to sit up here and blow smoke up our rectums about what? About what? Did he go on the run with the child? Because I don't see how.
What she's saying is, I want to explain this to you and put it in context. This woman is saying in the comments she was dating this man who his child was being abused by the child's mother's husband, and she's basically putting her to task. Like, well, what did he do about it? I hate people that's like that. If somebody was doing that to my child and we wasn't together and I was in a different household, that it would go down. There ain't no way I wouldn't be over there or the police wouldn't be over there. So what she's saying is like, it ain't no way that I like. What are you talking about? You understand?
There could be hell or high water that could keep me away from my child in a house where my child is being harmed. They would have to claw this child out of my bullet-riddled body off the side of the damn road. Come on. But here you are on the internet talking about, oh, what he couldn't do. Oh, well, but she's in there getting touched. Oh, well. Come on. You talking about this was over. Listen.
This is it.
Don't make me shake you till your eyes roll into the back of your head, Ronica. Now you're going to try to talk about, oh, this was over 12 years ago. You're married now, blah, blah, blah. Girl, sit down. If it was that long ago, the hell you bringing it up for? You got us questioning your picker. If this was over 12 years ago, there could be some details that you're unaware of. Come. Move from here. Move.
Hold on.
And you just want to sit up here and blow smoke up our rectums about what? About what? Did he go on the run with the child? Because I don't see how there could be hell or high water that could keep me away from my child in a house where my child is being harmed. They would have to claw this child out of my bullet-riddled body off the side of the damn road. Come on. But here you are on the internet talking about, oh, what he couldn't do. Oh, well, but she's in there getting touched. Oh, well. Come on. You talking about this was over. Listen. Don't make me shake you till your eyes roll into the back of your head, Ronica. Now you're gonna try to talk about, oh, this was over 12 years ago. We're married now, blah blah blah. Girl, sit down. If it was that long ago, the hell you bringing it up for? You got us questioning your picker. If this was over 12 years ago, there could be some details that you're unaware of. Come. Move from here. Move. Just doesn't even make any sense. It's just goofy at this point. It's just goofy at this point. Let me go back. I made my underarms itch with this foolishness.
Oh man. Check out Tanya TKO. Subscribe to her channel. She has so many different videos on a lot of like just self-love. Like her message is self-love. So she always tries to take a topic, whether it's a trending topic, and she talks about like it could be anything. She always tries to find like a self-love like type of message. Like what is the self-love lesson of, you know, whatever it is that they're talking about. So I love her channel. I love when her exit come out. Yeah, her family's from St. Kitts and Nevis. You know, I think her family's from Nevis. You know, so maybe he unfollowed her for saying in an interview she flew her out. Oh yeah. Oh, I follow Tanya. Yeah. So all right. So we talked about Drake, Ice Spice, Nicki Minaj. What else did I put in my title? I try to remember things without looking at it. I put Ice. I put Drake. I put Nicki Minaj. I put Ice Spice. What else did I put in my title? Fuck. Can you remember? Oh, and Roland Ray. Yeah. All right. Let me know, what do you feel about this whole situation with Roland Ray? I feel like just like those things that Santana said about Beyonce's child, and you know, we never heard anything about that again either. And I know some people might feel like Santana was fucking it up and doing certain things, but I honestly felt like he really didn't. Like, I felt like he's going to be big and, you know, in the LGBT community, he can perform at, you know, Pride every year and do shit like that. But I don't really see it for him like that. And I feel like a lot of people might talk that shit, talk about, oh, Nicki, she'll stop bags, and Nicki will stop bags and shit like that. Jay-Z and Beyonce will stop bags too. You just might not hear about it. You never know. They could hear some shit coming up and just like they could nix that shit behind the scenes. What happened when that person dissed Blue Ivy on BET? Remember that on 106 and Park? What happened to that? Yeah. So, yeah. Please make sure that you support the channel. Thumbs up. Make sure that you subscribe. Hit the bell notification. Support the channel. Super chat. Also, Cash App on the screen. So he could rap. Let me bring this up real quick. Also, make sure that you vote for Nicki Minaj for the AMAs. Let me go here and retweet this. So that's up. Make sure that you vote for Nicki for the AMAs. If you see any tweets on Twitter voting for the AMAs, make sure that you retweet it. Make sure that you also tweet and support. So let me go to the Shade Room. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. So shine bright. Tonight you and I are beautiful like diamonds in the sky. I do me. Let me see if there's some news update. What the hell is this right here? Sis might have done something here. Rumi's Thanksgiving right around the corner. Oh yeah, my cousin makes that. I was trying to figure out because. Yeah, ever had sweet potato cheesecake? I really like that. My cousin makes that. I remember one year I didn't buy the Philadelphia cheesecake. I mean, the Philadelphia cream cheese. And my cousin was so mad, but I didn't know like that they didn't have it. But she was so mad. She loved her Philadelphia cream cheese. You know, us 80s babies. I don't know what it is about a lot of us. Either you was on this or you wasn't. And I couldn't wait. And my mom, she always makes these comments even to this day. You know, when you grew up in those times, people had the budget, and you know, especially if you had kids. So I knew the difference growing up. I knew that high top brand. If you're from New York or whatever, let me know if you remember this brand called High Top, HYTOP. It was a generic brand. Was it HY or HI? Hold on. Let me look that up right now. See if that's still High Top brand. Food. Let me see if they still making stuff. Yep, they still got High Top. It's HI. Yep, it's High Top. That cheap shit. That's that damn old New York supermarket type food shit. I don't know. So we grew up, like I could say when you came from the 80s and 90s, we literally seen technology change. We seen things grow. And I felt like, honestly, a lot of people now, I felt like we've come through the best times. If you were born in the 80s and 90s, I just felt like you've seen the best of things and you've seen things change. We had time to experience listening to the radio when radio was major. Now, radio, we only pay attention to radio when our favorite artists we want to see the performance, not even necessarily that we're listening to those songs being played. We want to look at it from a critical aspect to see if they're getting radio support, how their song is growing. I don't listen to the motherfucking radio. No, I don't. No. Okay, so this is why I don't know about it. I'm in the West Coast. Laugh aloud, stuck on what you know. Hey, LeBron, are you releasing any music now? Pressure. I haven't recorded anything. I had this song that I was going to do called Cash App, but I'm going to push it back. I'm probably just going to release it when I do release because I want to do like 3 more songs. Maybe I'll release it I might do it for Christmas. Maybe I'll do it then because then that'll give me more time to just work on those and finish those other 2 songs. So I got 1 song already. Then I got this. Maybe I'll just do because I got this other song that I wanted to put out. I had it in the stash for a while and it's never come up. So maybe I'll just do that. I think I'll do that and revamp it. But yeah, because those lyrics was too good to just let that sit. I'm gonna redo that. But yeah, so yep. I keep voting till my thumbs get tired. She deserves it. Shout out to you, Trevor. All right, so let's go up to this rolling race shit or down to it. All right, so he apologized to Young Miami.
I said some things about 2 years ago.
Now everybody eating ice in their videos. Hold on. He eating ice? What?
So I said some things about 2 years ago that I kind of regret. I got into a career show because she had Santana's back, and at the time I was just so young, and I saw her smart and business and did her baby before her. I really apologize, Carisha. Even if you don't accept my apology, just know, like, looking back at it, I was really just defending myself. And
why you apologize? Because you know that you see that she Liddy, now she fucking with Diddy and she all over the city. That's why, because you see that she's a social girl, she do partying and stuff like that, and that now you want Zeus, and now that your reality is coming real truer, you like, I might end up being in a room with this girl one day, and I don't want the energy to be wrong. Let me tell you this. I've said a lot of things about people, but I've never hit below the belt and I don't know why. And I feel like sometimes I'm actually stupid as fuck for not doing it sometimes when I actually could. I don't do it. I just don't because I feel like you can't come back for that. If I don't fuck with you, then I'm going to dun you. Then I'm just going it's going to be, I'm going to say whatever. But I typically don't like to say mean stuff to people like that. But with him, she could have came back and said all types of shit to him. And I'm going to say why he did what he did. Let me just keep going.
I genuinely liked your music, all that you stood for.
Mm-hmm.
I like
what you like
your
about
personality, the way you move, your everything. I like.
All right.
So us getting into it really broke my heart.
Mm-hmm. So it broke his heart. So this is what Roland Ray said to her. So, cause for real, Roland Ray, that won't even be a fair fight. I'm gonna just walk up and punch you in your head. Leave me alone. And Roland Ray said to her, dig your baby father up, BITCH. Tell him how much you're going to turn into a power bluff girl. What does that have to do with anything? And I know that Roland Ray is disabled, but just because you're disabled doesn't mean you're free of the term, somebody who's unhappy, or if a person is, you don't know his stress or the things that trigger him. I'm pretty sure his disability is a huge stress to a person like him, right? But to say that I've never wished death on anybody, I've never done that. I've never ever I don't know. I just feel like that's inhumane unless you just a person with just a fucked up moral compass. You would just say something like that. Nah, it ain't no when I'm younger shit. Certain things that you say, I just feel like I could never, I don't know, dig up your baby father. Let me just say this to you, right? Now, you can forgive people and you can leave their ass right where they're at, right? But I've never been about pretending. If you apologize to me for saying something like that to me, mm, I can't even front for the microphone. I don't think that I would even acknowledge it. I just wouldn't because that's deep. You talk about it, and then look how much time passed. What made you apologize to me now? Is it that you in the zoo shit? You getting your little clout? You see me on the blogs? I'm a party girl. I'm fucking with Diddy all over the city. All of this shit, right? Even though I think Young Miami is a dumb fuck, and she had to do that affiliation because she really don't have nothing going on. Like, come on, y'all niggas is like trying to ride waves of Nick. Come on, Diddy is using her just as much as she's using him, and I don't give a fuck what nobody's saying. You could say that the age is appropriate, whatever. Stick that shit up your motherfucking ass. You think Diddy would have his young daughter the age of Young Miami sitting up with an old fart like him? Why he ain't with a beautiful woman that's his age that's almost motherfucking 60? I don't give a fuck what you say. I don't care what you say. Consent, all that bullshit. Stick that shit up your ass. You probably fucking somebody 15 years older than you too. How old? What age? How old was Diddy when Young Miami was born? What is the attraction? Yeah, I can toot my horn and say I'm gonna tell you this right now. With me, I don't really like anybody that's even like I think 10 years is even cutting it. It's cutting it, but people like that shit because they like control. Let me tell you something. Did he know that he could control Young Miami? I'm gonna ask you why you think Diddy can control Young Miami, and I'm gonna tell you one reason he could simply do it. She don't make more money than him. She ain't. Come on, come on. She ain't got no choice but to hold up them damn signs and say daddy and shit at the BET Awards and do all that shit to get the young clout from the vessel of her being the young clout, the champion on this old nigga that who ship his ship ain't sailed completely because Diddy still get money. But it's just like, Young Miami, shut the fuck up. He didn't like Santana. Power status. They say foul shit and use age as an excuse. Exactly. I ain't never told. Let me tell you something, because you want to know why? Maybe it's just from being from New York, where I feel like your word is your motherfucking bond. If you say some shit like that, you better be ready. My brother even told me when we was younger, I'm telling you, because he fought my other brother over this. And you know, when you younger and you just saying some shit, right? I will tell you this. My brothers did get into a fight over this because one of my brothers, like, you know how you have your street talk and you talk to people and you just be like, suck my dick, right? So my brother, he was just on his cocky shit and he told my one brother, suck my dick. And my brother did not like that shit. And they got into a fight, like, you know, and this is why I tell you, it's certain things that you say to certain people and certain things that you don't. And ever since that happened, that never happened again. You understand what I'm saying? But, yeah, my brother was like, don't you ever invite me to your dick. Like, what, nigga? Like, no, you talk to other, like, you won't talk to your brother like that. So they got into a fight about that. So what you say? So Megan trying to get her master's out in Calabasas with them bastards. Just got her bachelor's. Now she's trying to get her master's out there in Calabasas with them bastards. Jay Prince got her on the bench for Houston. We're out here with them chicks with Shorty used to be boosting. Yeah. I think it's a fake relationship. Oh, man. He didn't know they would make it that far. Right. So tell him exactly. So I don't know. I mean, I think it's wrong what Roland Ray did, but certain things that you just don't say to people. And in my mind, again, going back to New York, if I said somebody to dig somebody up, you know what I'm thinking? Damn, I'm about to have to get my brothers on a mission because we're going to be fighting somebody, because, you know, those is fighting words. You don't say that. And did you say that because you're disabled and you know if she says anything back to you, it's going to dwindle her star and you're going to get all of the associations involved that she came at you for whatever reason? That's wrong. I don't like that. So I mean, Young Miami could do what she wants to, but I'm telling you, my personality, and I'm not saying that this is a positive thing. I think this may be a negative thing with my personality, or maybe it's something that I've just proven. Listen, we could say, I think people, negative and positive, they're two words, right? Negative and positive. And I feel like people with negative, they make it seem so bad. Sometimes things are negative, and sometimes it just is what it is, right? But I'm going to tell you, within all of my years of living, I felt like my personality has protected me from people and places and things. It has. And when I done you, I'm done. When I done you, I'm done. And typically when I done a person, they get mad and they try to start doing shit like sending messages through people or trying to do funny shit. Yo, shout out to one of my friends I love to death, but they even tried to do something funny to me too. This is a real story. Like, I wasn't speaking to one of my friends and they tried to invite my cousin to their birthday party, like on some shit. And they didn't even know that they didn't invite me. And I was like, oh, what you wanted to happen, you wanted my cousin to appear up in these pictures and you wanted to do that to get back at me. I don't do shit like that to people. Because you know what? LaRon, this is why, if you notice this scope of Nicki, why I respect it and I talk so much about it, when Nicki does not quote Cardi fans. No, that's not bad bitch shit. You don't do that shit. When you stop speaking to somebody, don't speak about them. Don't. Listen. Nope. No. All situations are different. Certain things you do need to speak on. Let me say that. Quick asterisk. Let me say that. But typically, and then once you're done speaking with it, you're done. And they could try to reel you back and you done. And I feel like when you reach that mind frame, when you done. You got to done people like that. Don't give them access to you. I'm telling you, no access at all. I would never. Ooh, I'm so happy you said this, because you want to know why. I'm so fucking happy you said this. I'm so happy. You said, I would never forgive anyone who speaks on my dead loved ones. He was nasty spirit. You know what I want to tell you? I was in kindergarten, right? Kindergarten. Check out this memory. I was in kindergarten. You know, when you go back to school, it's end of August, September, right? My grandmother died in like July. I remember I'm at the table. Everybody's talking, all of the little kids. And I remember I was telling and it was so weird back then. You don't think that little kids have conversations, but we was having a conversation. And I remember telling the people like, oh, my grandmother died this summer, right? And people were saying, oh, like whatever, just the kids were saying something. And this kid named Kenneth, he laughed. He laughed at the fact that my grandmother died. And I remember, I think I may have said something to the teacher. I know I told my mother, my brothers, but let me tell you something. He laughed at my grandmother. Now, this person, I'm not going to say just because what they said about my grandmother that they traversed through life and ended up the way that they are. But I mean, it's nothing. They pretty much on some fiend out type shit right now, or whatever, like streetwalk type shit like that. And, you know, people end up where they are. Any one of us can end up in a situation like that. Hopefully we won't, though. Right. But the trajectory of their life doesn't seem like it was amazing. But what I will tell you to say to your comment, Cloud9, this is what I'm trying to say. I'm not fucking changing who I am. Yeah, it could be fucking negative, but I'm a one and done your motherfucking ass. That's for sure. That's my style. That's been my style. That motherfucker laughed at my grandmother dying in kindergarten. I've never had a relationship or spoke to that boy. Was dead to me all through elementary, middle school, all of that. I promise you. I never even repeated the story after kindergarten. He was just dead in my eyes. I would just see him and it was just like you seen a ghost. Like we didn't speak at all. Nope. And I think he knew that low key, nigga. You left at my grandmother dying. I feel like a lot of people underestimate you being young and shit and think that you don't remember. I remember that shit. I do. You laughed at my grandmother dying. That was traumatic to me, losing my grandmother and sitting front row at that damn funeral. And my grandfather kept trying to wake me up all through the service because, you know, you little kid. And I remember, you know, and then I remember walking up to the casket and kissing her and telling her bye. It's like I understood she passed away. What my mother did before we went to the actual funeral, we went to the funeral home because we was little kids. They didn't want to shock us. Like I told you, I've been going to funerals my whole life. My mother's been bringing us to Baltimore to go to funerals, bringing us all the way down south to go to funerals and stuff. Some people keep funerals away from their children. It's a part of life. They need to see that. You know, one thing, it was sad, but it made me feel good. I remember, I think, was it my grandfather or my uncle who passed away? And my nieces was just excited, like, to go to the funeral because they was like, they're gonna see family they didn't see. It's you know what I'm saying? Like, some people just don't want to. I feel like it's important to, I'm not saying that you should be some, like some funeral mom, like the soccer mom. You just like, oh, it's a funeral, let me bring my kids. No, but when people pass away in their life, they need to go to the service. They need to know that this is a part of life, because what's going to happen is that they never see it. Do you understand that I've met people who are in their 20s, almost 30s, and they've never been to a funeral? What? That's not real. That's not real. And when it finally happened, they ain't gonna know how to cope. They not. When that shit happened to me with family, with friends, or anybody who I lose, I let myself feel. I don't feel like I'm crazy because I'm sad. I just know that I got to keep picking myself up. Like, that's it. It's a part of life, but you can't just avoid it. That's that kid most likely is a victim of the circumstances, but I'm with you, dead to him. Yep. Kenneth was dead to me. You know what's so crazy? I love his sister. I love his sister. For some reason, it could be months, it could be years, but we always will DM each other on Facebook or Instagram and just say hey or whatever, because we have memories. Like, that's when we was going. Yeah, his sister, she was a bully too. And when I ended up leaving that school, his sister, so check this out. His sister was a bully. She used to try to fight my friend all the time. And I just was speaking to her about that. Do you know how crazy it is to be an adult and out of fucking elementary school as an adult, and you talking to your friends about shit that happened in elementary school? It was this one girl, and I understand why she would try to do this to my friend every day. Every day. I don't think y'all understand what it's like in New York, right? So we was in 5th grade. We would come outside and it would be this girl. I'm just going to say her name was V, right? Her name was V. And she always came to school. Like, her hair would be done nice. She would wear nice clothes. And then there was this other girl in another class, 5th grade class. Her name was Shell. So every time we would get out of school, we 4th graders would get out. I would be standing outside, like, everybody about to disperse, this person going that way, like, oh, you got money, I'm about to go get a slice of pizza. In 4th grade, you're like, oh, I'm about to go get a slice of pizza across the street. This is like New York shit. Like, oh, I got money. I got money from my father. I'll be like, you could buy certain classmates a slice of pizza. Walk with me to the pizza store. We had 2 pizza stores across the street from our school. So every time we used to get outside of school, this girl would come up to my friend Sean, be like, you want to fight me? And she was like, I don't got no reason to fight you. Like, why you want to fight me every day? And she was like, yo, they really don't like me just because I come to school and like my hair be done. And it's like, I don't look dirty. This is the conversations we having with each other in 4th grade. So 5th grade, that was 5th grade. I left the school for 6th grade. But in 6th grade, when I tell you that news got back to my middle school, now I left that school for 6th grade because the middle school I went to started this magnet program at the school, and my mother put the application in and we got it. And I was so scared to go to that school, I will tell you, because that shit was like East Side High and fucking lean on me. I promise you. I lived right around the corner from the school. And when I used to see people fight every day, do you understand the 90s, the era that we came into? I seen girls fist fighting after school with razors, and I seen a girl whole face get cut up with a razor. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, fights, like packs of fights. Like, do you know what a let out is when school get out and you see nothing but crowds of people? That was really the school I went to. I was so intimidated to go there, but I loved it. Anyway, I went to this school for 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, right? So the East Side High lean on me type school, right? So when I went there, this shit must have been major, but the fucking bells rung at this school, and we got the news from Matt Phillips Schuyler that V fucked the girl Shell up. And I was so happy because I said, yo, she was fucking with her. Like, yo, every time we would get out of school, she'd be like, you want to fight me? And she'd be like, I don't got no reason to fight you. And a lot of people think that is pussy when you say stuff like that. Just like, shout out to my homegirl Aisha. I went and got my first tattoo with her. I remember one time we went out to a club. She was looking so nice and shit. And this girl, she just, you know how sometimes jealousy takes its course. And so the girl's just like, why you no. She was like, look, I'm not fighting you and you ain't fighting me. I'm too drunk and I'm not trying to even get into that space with you right now, and walked right the fuck off. Like, sometimes you got to do shit like that to people. Some people really try to bait you to be like, okay, they see you looking nice, you having a good time, I'm about to bait this bitch into a fight. My friend was like, yo, shorty, I'm not fighting you and you not fighting me. She walked right the fuck off. Like, what the fuck is you trying to do? That's what you got to do sometimes, like with people, when they giving you a certain type of energy, be like, yo, what's wrong with you? Like, you really trying to start some shit. Yeah. You really trying to start some shit. So Even in the mornings, bacon, egg, and cheeses. It's very true. Girls do that to each other. Yep. I remember, we was like adults. Do you remember that in the 90s? We was like little adults. Imagine coming outside of school. If somebody's mother knew about that, oh boy, you know that we would come outside of school with our little book bags on. She'd be like, V, you want to fight me? Every day. She like, I don't got no reason to fight you. I was so happy to get that news back there. She fucked her up. They said she was stomping her out and everything. So it got ugly for her. So she was a little big for nothing back then, but she was a bully. I remember that. And I remember that was when I first went to that school, and I was like, oh, I came from the private school. That school was a culture shock too, because I came from a private school when I went to that school. And it was like everybody was talking shit back to the teachers. I'm telling you, Aquarius, shout out to all of my Aquarians. Our month is coming up soon, February, 90 days away. Less than 90 days is going to be Aquarius season. But when I tell you, when I went to this school, chameleon, immediately I realized what I could not take. When I went to fourth grade, that's when I developed that's when I developed that you could not be nice to people. You couldn't, because you're going to get taken. You can't. So I learned it. Fuck out of here. I remember one time I remember, could you imagine going to this? And I've always had these amazing relationships with girls, right? And this one girl, Kiana, who I love to death, she always used to try to get me in trouble. And me and her used to be cursing at each other in fourth grade. That's how I knew we was bad fucking kids. But Kiana used to say some shit that was suspect. She might have been through. Now I can't really say nothing. Nope, because I already said the name. But it's so many different Kianas in the city where I'm from. You don't know who it was. But we was bad as hell in fourth grade. So I remember this boy had, that was back in the era of your mother or your grandmother. So I said, Sean, this was in the few weeks of me going to the school. I said, Sean, this nigga just talk. I didn't say nigga, but I said, he just said your grandmother. You gonna let him talk to you like that? Yo, and I tell you, it got so crazy in there, and they was about to get into a fight, but they ended up calling the hall monitor and broke it up, right? So you know me, after you say some shit like that, look at Kiana sitting on the right of me, talking about, and I know who instigated too. And she kept saying, and I said, yo, shut up. She kept trying to get me in trouble. Oh my God. I said, yo, shut up. Why you keep saying that shit? And I know who instigated too. Fuck out of here. So Aquarius fire, but Megan, yeah, you already know Aquarius season is soon come. I don't need 100 bitches, little nigga, miss soon come. Dripping white cell, one thug give one gun. These bitches gonna lay down the what? Port to Spain town. Miss it. When me reach the gun, them can't get no more blood clot attention. So we should play this game, right? So the game goes like that. So when it's a lyric like that, you gotta match it with another lyric from what Nicki said. So if I was to respond to that, I would say, out on road, them loving my style. Them gal, wait, out on road, them loving my style. Them man with no skin out tight, no. And then the dance and And when I come out, yeah, suicidal. Yo, keep it real on these bitches, I don't. Gotta be dumb to make me a rival. Cause I'm too powerful and you not powerful. So say your prayers cause you about to die slow. I was thinking about that earlier. I love that part. $10 lasted you a week to eat at stores or school. Yup. And I was stealing from the school store at school because I had this little operation. When I tell you Aquarians, we watch. When I tell you, this is what I'm saying. The people who talk a lot, they ain't moving and shaking. You got to know how the operation goes. And I would hit these niggas every day. So this was my thing. When I went into the school store, first, when you went in, they had the little table that had all of the Capri Suns and the quarter waters and the juices that was chilled, cold, right? So I would go to this table. But every day I noticed since the first day, I don't know why. I feel like you got to be smart. You understand when I said this in the other video where you got to be a part of the pack. And then when the people get cut off, you was already in. So it's nothing that you can do. You might have not got that analogy that I said, but understand what I'm saying. I have a system. It took me one day to go to the school store. And I was like, let me get 2 Capri Suns, or whatever. Capri Suns was everything when I was younger. And it was so cold. They kept them refrigerated. I would say, I got a $20 bill. They'd be like, oh, we don't have no change. So just pay for it up front. In my mind, I said, nigga, what? I'm about to put this in my book bag. When I got to the front, I got more shit, more candy, chips, whatever the fuck. And I always got free Capri Suns every day. Like, people ain't understand that shit. Nigga, I had an operation going down. When I tell you I ain't never paid for no drinks in that school, I was like, these motherfuckers gotta be stupid. And this nigga would really be in the line and watch me go all the way up there, but it was a distance from where he was from. No, he couldn't really watch me, nowadays. And he was white too. So shout out to him because he could really been on some fucked up shit and watch me all the way through. I got free Capri Suns all the time. Remember Fruitopia? That's when we had the Fruitopia machine in Albany High, and it was a fucking little trigger that you would do on that machine. If you hit it twice, you would get 2 drinks. I'm telling you, dude, you gotta pay attention to the little blessings. I'm one of those people. I want to be in the know all the time. And I like to tell people shit too. All of my friends knew that shit. They was like, yo, before first period, hit that Fruitopia machine. You're going to get 2. My friend put, but you only get 2 of the grape. Shit, I like the grape. Shit, my brother used to like grape everything. He used to be so annoying. But now once I got older, I was like, I see why he liked grape, because I love grape Jolly Rancher now because they improved it. That shit is not as like, it's better. It's not bitter. Like, it's better. What's up, Zay? What's up, Vontae? I ain't seen you in a minute, but also I haven't been on here in a few days too. With this whole Takeoff situation and Cardi. Oh, wait. I thought I put, no, I did. I took Cardi's name out of it. But listen, do y'all feel like Cardi B do you feel like she's showing proper respect to Takeoff? I know that the Migos and them, was going through a beef, but I felt like I would expect more from them publicly. These are social media celebrities, so I just expected a little more. Let me just go because I found this article from OK. Give me a second. Let me get this Carisha shit off the screen. Latoya Luckett. You know what I don't understand? I think I follow Latoya Luckett, but why don't I ever get notifications that Nicki go live? I don't ever get her notifications from Instagram, and I always put all notifications. You know what I'm saying? That shit is so weird to me. And now I'm getting Latoya Luckett. Because I'm stuck in between the two. Because I really want to be with you. She had her time too, Where was I going? Car Ugly B fucked up their whole group. Let's see, Cardi B Takeoff. And I don't understand, like, y'all, can I just say this? Cardi B, okay. Yes, this is the article. OK Magazine. You see how they try to and listen, let me tell you this. Cardi B retweeting some shit for Takeoff is not no motherfucking homage or nothing. I'm sorry. And I don't know them. I'm not trying to be funny. I know different people grieve differently. You retweeted a tweet from a damn Complex magazine. That is not no damn that's not no honor. Is that an honor to you? Like, what the fuck is that? So it says Cardi B slammed for ongoing silence after Migos rapper and estranged family member Takeoff was fatally shot. So this was written on November 2nd. So although famed for her very vocal demeanor, Cardi B has yet to speak up. Hold on a second. Hold on. Let me send a message to a person. Hold on. All right. Let me go my shit. Cool. So we just about done here. So let me finish this also. Although famed for her very vocal demeanor, Cardi B has yet to speak out on the recent death of Migos rapper Takeoff. So fans of the hip hop star are outraged that the WAP vocalist, who is married to Takeoff's cousin and former Migos member Offset, has been silent on social media after the 28-year-old was fatally shot in the head and torso outside of an 810 Billboard's Bowling, Houston. Billards in Bowling, Houston, around 2:30 a.m. All right, so that happened, and yeah, I do feel like she was silent. So somebody said, I find it funny how Cardi B was quick to post "Rest in peace" to PNB Rock, but has been silent when it came to Takeoff. You don't think that that's weird? You can say what you want, but it is what it is. Mm-hmm. One Twitter user wrote regarding Cardi B's social media statement about selfish rappers devastating death. Yeah, she was all on that shit and trying to be funny and trying to make comments towards Nicki too. Yeah, do you know what? That is strange. She was all on live for PNB Rock and you silent for this? You know what I feel like it is too? I feel like niggas is pussy, and I feel like this is what I feel because I feel like Offset and them is still following. Offset was still following Jay Prince, and I feel like they probably don't want that static. Cardi ain't no motherfucking gangster like that. Just because she's fucking fucked and sucked some black dicks, and you know she got that hood affiliation. Come on, anybody in New York probably got that same affiliation. We all know hood niggas. We all got hood niggas in our family. We all know people who we could call and we could count on some shit like that. I don't ever see Cardi around people like her. Like, where's her fucking Latino male friends at? Where your badass bitch Latina friends at? Like, I can't stress that enough. Like, if you can't, like, that is somebody who don't really, you know. And then Cardi was in that interview saying, like, I don't really like people who like me. I like people. I like other stuff. Like, you know, yeah, it's making a lot of sense as I analyze this shit. So, somebody said, Cardi B, now Takeoff going, hope you're happy now, destroying the family instead of being a peacemaker as their brother or homie's wife. Now that he's dead, hope you are happy because you will never get to fix things. Never, foolish girl. Make music about being a sack of mess. Damn, so somebody tweeted her. And then somebody said, Cardi B is usually on Twitter all day, every day, talking shit. Another fan addressed how funny she hasn't tweet shit all day. It's not like she actually cared about Takeoff. So yeah, all of y'all people talking about Cardi B paid homage and all that. How she paid homage to Takeoff by retweeting some shit. If you my family member and you was close to me, motherfucker, and I was dead in that grave and I found out that, and if I knew, I would haunt your motherfucking ass forever. You made a retweet about me. You ain't say no words within the days. What the fuck is going on? It's about to be a week. You ain't put no statement out or nothing to the fans or anything. What y'all gonna do? Trying to milk it and put a song out about it? People is fucked up. Even Nicki said something. I don't give a fuck what you say. A retweet from Complex Mag is not fucking suffice as fucking tributing someone. I don't give a fuck what you say. While many supporters of Takeoff continue to shame Cardi B for not using her platform to express sorrow over the in-laws' tragic death, other fans have sent warm wishes to tomorrow's rapper. We don't care about that. I mean, I hope Cardi is doing well too, but I think point blank, she hasn't said anything. So that's pretty much it. We all know the details of his connections and stuff like that. So yeah, I just wanted to say that as well. Yeah. So that's all I really wanted to chit chat about today. So I wanted to come and go live. Now I could go enjoy some of my food that I got. And yeah. So let me know what you thought about anything that we discussed from I know we touched on the Rihanna at the beginning of this. Yeah, she dropped 22 million. That's crazy in one day. I've never seen that happen to Beyonce or Nicki. So, you know, they just they push that shit. I think that's money from the soundtrack people. And I think that's also, you know, just marketing or whatever. I don't know. Shit. So listen, I did not know that her acknowledgement was from a retweet. Yeah, let's go to her page so you can see it. Oh me, 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 oh me. All right, so this is Cardi B's Twitter, and this is what people is talking about. Some of y'all slow. Like, do you think that this was really a motherfucking tribute just because she retweeted that shit? Are you slow? What did she say? She posted this. This happened around the same day. Her photo. She ain't said nothing. She retweeted this. Family forever. That ain't even nothing saying rest in peace to whatever. Maybe she's gonna concoct. Maybe she's gonna get with her publicist and they're gonna come out with something that makes her seem really thought provoking and really emotional. You know how they do. So a quick rest in peace would not take much. Like, you know. Send your love. Like, poor Asian doll. She out here doing, you know what? I look at Asian doll like she doing this Foxy Brown shit that Foxy used to do when she lost her deal with Def Jam, and she was just kind of like spiraling, doing stuff for attention. Like, Asian, why'd you going live in jail? You're just doing, and it's not even funny. Like, just stop this dumb shit, this foolishness. By the way, Cardi Shake isn't saying that in a good way. Super slow. LaRon Spice is in the hospital. No, she's not in the hospital. That wasn't real. Her manager even came out and said something about that. So don't believe that at all. It's clear that Quavo and Takeoff wasn't messing with her. I feel like she has a lot to do with why the group broke up. You know how women be betting and they getting in a man's head. You know, you can do it solo. Exactly. When she ain't even really talented in doing the solo. How you telling this nigga to do a solo? You ain't even doing the solo. You got this nigga Jordan Thorpe in your damn shit all the time. How you ain't even doing the solo. Oh, man. So listen, y'all, this is your boy LaRon, female rapper lead. Please make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you made it this far. Leave it, drop your comments. Let me know what you thought about anything that we discussed from, you know, Ice and Drake. You know, Drake jabbed at her. I personally believe that they had some sort of intimacy, because how you flying? Listen, there's so many talented girls out here. Why you ain't fly? And it's shit. Why you? Lola Brooke, she got a song out right now. People are catching on a year later, which is weird to me. Cardi is on her shit talking about don't play with it, don't play with it. It's like she doing all of this. Cardi is so whack. She's so whack to me. And a person who's, I don't care if you are black and if you're Latino or white, it's very weird to me when you don't have friends or people who are like yourself. Why are you around all of these niggas all the time? Like, what is going on? What's going on? I don't like people like myself. Why? You don't like them bad bitches? You know the Bronx got some baddies out there. Like, you wasn't one of them? You mad? Like, what? That's why she low-key don't like Nicki. All right, so we made it to the end. This is your boy LaRon, female rapper lead. Leave your comments. I'm about to leave right now. I'm about to play my song Best Me. Make sure that you check that out on all streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, all of that. Peace.
Exit 6. LaRon. Best Me. Yeah. Let's go. I'ma be the best me, it's all I gotta do. I'ma be the best me, I deserve the best things. I don't need no sympathy, people gon' remember me. When they bet against me, then people gonna lose. I'ma be the best me, but what I gotta prove. I'ma be the best me, you deserve the best things. Call before your jet leaves, all the ones in memory. We can feel your energy, we send our love to you. I face myself in verses, they just okay with verses. I want the best me, so I figured I'd create the version with bald tires, y'all liars and them lasers swerving. My wordplay be perfect placement, I know it makes you nervous. Couldn't pay my mom's back, even with the latest purses. You prayed away them curses, all them days you stayed in churches. Your little boys, I know you hated how we played the cursing. That rap music draw influence and it plays its purpose. Enriched our lives, never basic when these raps will surface. I know how to rank you for it, I love you and I thank you for it. Mommy, you give us your last, I'm putting you first. I'm sorry for the things we did that cause you to hurt. It go, I'ma be the best me, is all I gotta do. I'ma be the best me, I deserve the best things. I don't need no sympathy, people gon' remember me. When they bet against me, then people gonna lose. I'ma be the best me, but what I gotta prove. I'ma be the best me, you deserve the best things. Call before your jet leaves, all the ones in memory. We can feel your energy, we send our love to you. A prized possession, but not picture perfect. I give advice over our meals because I think you're worth it. I'm flawed like your name when I write it out in cursive. I know my angels lurking, even if I ain't attend your service. Help me complete my purpose, keep me safe from them jealous ones that can't tell us none. Haters be like them broke hitters with that dirt weed who can't sell us none. Rap game, everybody wanna deal, what the hell is this, a sale or something? The way they ride them waves, gonna mess around and get a sale or something. Defeating all my weaknesses, I don't even know what week it is, but the best is yet to come. I know it's hard for you to see it big. The hurt and loss and trauma is still strengthening up my armor. but it's still people wishing me bad. I know they still getting that karma. Listen, I'ma be the best me is all I gotta do. I'm coming for everything, I put that on everything. You deserve the better things, I deserve the better things. When they go against us, then people gonna lose. I'ma be the best me is all I gotta do. I'ma be the best me, I deserve the best things. I don't need no sympathy, people gon' remember me. When they bet against me, then people gonna lose. I'ma be the best me, but what I gotta prove. I'ma be the best me, you deserve the best things. Call before your jet leaves, all the ones in memory. We can feel your energy, we send our love to you. I'ma be the best me is all I gotta do. I'ma be the best me, I deserve the best things. I don't need no sympathy, people gon' remember me. When they bet against me, then people gonna lose. I'ma be the best me, but what I gotta prove. I'ma be the best me, you deserve the best things. Call before your jet leaves, all the ones in memory. We can feel your energy, we send our love to you.